in this video, I'm going to be driving the BELLEROPHON Awaken mode. So, the BELLEROPHON has 3 different harpoons. It fires harpoons. The first one is like the regular damage. The second one is where you push an enemy. The third one is where you pull an enemy. Now, this makes for like some of the hilarious things for this tank. Also, I have 2 things set up for this tank. I have the advanced reload, so I can switch between the harpoons anytime I want to for free without having to reload them. I also have spawner and controlled impact, because there's a thing that the BELLEROPHON is really, really good at. Also, now this is the dream thing that you want to do in the BELLEROPHON. See this Revenant? Goodbye, Revenant. It's just these things that you can do with this tank. Now, the Revenant, the BELLEROPHON loves to pick on Revenants, because the Revenants are the slowest tanks. The Revenants only go like 20 kilometers. Now, here's another little Revenant that's going to try to run away, and I'm not going to let it. I'm going to keep pulling them this way, and I'm just going to have a little bit fun. And he's just going to go fleeing. I'm like, oh, this is the perfect time to push him out there and put him out there. He's just on his little pile. And now I'm like, okay, maybe I should pull him. And boop, because I have the spawner and controlled impact, I don't take much damage. He's just on his side, do it again. And somehow the Spectre actually does get the kill, which is hilarious. Okay, now we're going to be over here. There's a bog core. I think that's a bog core. And let's see, there was a bog core? No, that's a death chariot and 2 revenants. All we got to do is go find them. Now, the BELLEROPHON can be the funnest tank. Also, it can be like a support tank. And platooning with multiple BELLEROPHONs in the same platoon is just the funnest thing ever if you're all coordinating together and just having the advanced reload. Now, this death chariot thinks he's having a bad day fighting my teammates. Well, I just got here. I'm going to use the pull arrow to pull him and flip him on his side. Be like, okay, now this is the perfect time to use the push arrow to make him go flying over there. And my team gets the kill. Just little fun things like this. Now we're going to do it again. What are we going to be doing? Currently, it's a 3v3. Our Revenant just killed a Spectre. Here's a bog core, and here's a dragon. Now, I have a bog core and a dragon. Now, I was really hoping this Lycan actually can kill the dragon, because that was the one I really wanted to kill. And the Lycan gets in the worst spot possible and gets itself killed because I fired the push arrow into the Lycan. And yes, sometimes you will get your own teammates killed. Now, the dragon has a portal right up here. I'm like, okay, I can't stop the dragon. I can't pull him because he's too fast. He'll just get into it. I'm like, okay, let me just push him. Let's see what happens. Push him, and he hits something and goes flying in the air and just absolutely gets destroyed by gravity. And here's a BELLEROPHON. Hello, little BELLEROPHON. How you been? And he's fighting me, and I'm fighting the BELLEROPHON. 2 BELLEROPHONs like this it's pretty dangerous. Now, I'm pretty sure that's another BELLEROPHON. Like I was saying, multiple BELLEROPHONs working together using advanced reload could be the most hilarious thing ever to ever exist. And you really want to load more push arrows and pull arrows than normal shells, because that's how you just have fun in this tank. And I'm pretty sure this BELLEROPHON is only firing the normal arrows. So I'm like, okay, how do I deal with this BELLEROPHON? Now, I'm going to pull him, and it's going to flip him on his side. So I'm like, okay, here's my chance. Ramming speed and push arrow, and ba-bam, dead. Stood no chance. Using heal and the push arrow at the same time just gets them killed. Now we're going to do it again. Now there's a Gornage that's being very, very annoying. So I'm going to use the pull arrow to put him into cover so he doesn't bother me anymore. And I'm just going to use this little dragon, fire a pull arrow. He lives. I'm like, okay. What if I do it again? Pull arrow, and boom, he hits the side of a building and gets himself killed. Now, here's an Astron. I don't know what to say. But let's have a little bit fun with this tank. Now that tank is the Astron and the Dozer, I don't remember what it's called, are very fun to play with, baby, because they're also very slow and very hard to turning. Pull him, and he's going flying, landing on his side, and he's dead. That's just the Bellerophon way, and it's so incredibly fun. Now we're going to move on to the next clip. Now this next clip is I'm going to teach you a little thing that you can do with the Bellerophon. Now there's a reason I have controlled impact and spawner on this tank. Now the pull arrow, if you are touching an enemy tank and you fire the pull arrow, you do massive amounts of damage to the enemy tank. Okay? Massive amounts of damage. I have 406 hit points. I'm gonna push this little Revenant around for a bit, but now I'm like, okay, let's just go in. I know I'm going to die. I'm down to 204 hit points. I'm going to use the pull arrow, and he's going to lose 1,296 hit points, and he is almost dead. And goodbye, little Revenant. Okay. Yeah, if you are face hugging, if a tank is touching your tank and you use the pull arrow on them, you get them killed. And I just pull the Wraith into the Spectre. Oops. Yeah, you get enemy friendlies killed like that. So, oops. Try to be careful, but and did it again to the 1,083 to the Spectre. I just tried to pull a Wraith in this. Oh, I'm sorry, little Spectre. I just got the Spectre killed. Oh, I forgot about this. I just got that Spectre. Okay. Also, spawner and controlled impact works really well. And I just slammed that Wraith into me. But I lost 200 hit points and the Wraith lost 1,000 something hit points. Controlled impact and spawner makes you lose a lot less hit points. It's just the funniest crap ever. And it's fun. It is 100% fun. People do not expect it when you are when you are touching them, / face hugging them, and you use the pull arrow. They don't expect them to lose like 1,000, 2,000 hit points, depending if they're a light tank or anything. No, that's not what they expect. That's usually your kamikaze medal. Kamikaze thing you can do in this tank. And it's very, very fun. If you have multiple Bellerophons set up with spawner and controlled impact, we did that on one stream. It was a 3v5 or a 3v6. Also, poor Spectre. Spectre's always getting in the way. At least the Spectre got the kill from the Revenant. We did a 3v5 or a 3v6 on the stream. We had me and a Bellerophon, Dookie Brown and a Bellerophon, and we had Silent Ghost. Oh, I forgot how to say his name. Give me a second. A Silent Wolf. We got Silent Wolf and a Kaiju, and we completely just used Dookie used Silent Wolf as a throwing tanks into the Kaiju, Silent Wolf. And when Silent Wolf was dead, we were like, okay, let's just face hug the remaining tanks. And we would both face hug each. I would face hug the Revenant and use the pull arrow. And Dookie would do the same thing. And it would just get both of the Revenants killed. And we would both say help. And right here, Gornage is not really a tank that you want to do the pull arrow on. Because I went from nearly full health to dead. Also, that was a great thing of teamwork, and this one is too. Now, this is what happens when you're not careful in your Bellerophon. Also, if you like this video, consider subscribing because it's free. It also helps the channel out a ton. Now, it's two Asterions. Enemy Asterion, our friendly Asterion. Now, I'm trying to use the pull and push arrows to help this our Asterion ram this tank. I shouldn't have used the pull arrow there. I should have probably used the push. And I'm keeping this Asterion away. I'm like, okay, let me go down there, use the pull arrow, and push him into our Asterion because he just got the ability left, but pulled him right into me, which is 100% fine. Then something happens and the tank just explodes. Anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, remember, like, comment, subscribe. Other than SLAPAFISH, because I'm always not. Peace out. See ya.